Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to hear my trading and market updates. This is Uncle Frank, and I'm not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the presentation, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you're alerted when I have new information to share. So now let's get into the latest updates. Hey, welcome back everyone. It would appear AMC did another stock for debt swap under the radar, so let's start with the first one so we can all keep track of all this activity. Because after all, the best time to give away stock for debt is when you're setting multiple 52-week lows, right? YouTube and Twitter geniuses, all you yes guys that call us shills and insist we have no financial literacy unless we back what Adam's doing blindly, as you do, right? I mean, you really know investment banking and capital market strategies, so the best time to execute these transactions is when your stock has already lost over 90% of its value, correct? Even though we finished the third quarter with $730 million in checking, we should do this right now, right? At these prices, this is what a savvy CEO does, right? Okay, guys, let's start with this one. AMC makes $25 million private deal after cratering 98%. Our meme stocks a buy now. Now, let's get these things straight. On December 19th, the company announced that it's issuing 3.3 million shares to an undisclosed buyer in exchange for $25 million in subordinated notes, a form of debt that will come due in 2026. The private offering values the stock at $7.47 a share. Remember that. That's a 23% premium to the current price of $6.08. That's actually good. Okay, now stick with me. So why are you so suspicious of this undisclosed buyer, Uncle Frank? Well, guys, you deserve full disclosure. You own the company. In fact, I believe the apes own this company 2 to 3 times over. But the people making these deals, swapping your equity for debt, they don't own shit. To be clear, the insiders, meaning Adam, the entire senior management team, and the entire board of directors own less than 0.5%. That's correct. They sold their stock a long time ago, way before APE and any reverse split. And now that 2023 is coming to a close, they about to pay themselves some massive stock bonuses. That's right. You see that red arrow? That's the current insider ownership percentage, 0.28%. Now, for those of you that aren't afraid of the truth, on your screen is the insider activity of the past 6 years on AMC's common stock. That's correct. You can believe your own eyes. Adam, his entire management team, and the entire board of directors haven't purchased one single share of our stock in the past 6 years, but managed to sell over $1.065 billion worth on the open market. Pay no attention to that one blue buy. That was our old friends at Antara Capital. 2020 was a bad year for AMC. AMC Theaters posts $4.58 billion full year 2020 loss amid pandemic. The cinema giant, led by CEO Adam Aron, also reported a quarterly loss of $946.1 million amid a steep revenue collapse. Well, sure, our theaters were closed some of the year. We were getting less than half of the releases from Hollywood that we did in the previous year. But Adam had a great year. In 2019, his full comp package was $9,671,000. But in 2020, it doubled, $20,926,000, and then $23,716,000. Just keeping it straight. And still, we have people like this on Twitter defending Adam Aron and blaming the people that are calling him out. From Crystal Ball, a key to AMC squeezing is defeating the Adam Aron bashers. They are affecting sentiment, and it will hold us back when we need the buying power and we have the money ready to buy. We need to make sure we are telling the story accurately and countering the FUD, meaning fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You know, Chris, I've actually used some of your posts, positive posts about the company, in my videos. So, Chris, let me ask you a couple questions. You're telling me if I ran a business you owned, it would be okay with you if I doubled my comp plan while the business was closed during the pandemic? When we were receiving less than half the inventory we were accustomed to, this would all be okay with you. If I were selling your company stock at all-time lows instead of waiting for the stock to recover, that's all good with Crystal Ball. Chris, I'm not the enemy. Telling the truth about what Adam is doing isn't bashing, to use your word. It's exposing. These are the facts. Facts are not FUD. I know that you hated the outcome of the reverse split. I know you hated when we had the greatest third quarter in our company's history and then Adam killed the rally before it even started. I am a buyer of AMC, Chris. Those are my receipts. I'm a supporter of the stock and the company. It's senior management's policies I have a problem with because they help Wall Street and not you and I, the shareholders. Now, before I go on, I want to explain how AMC executives are paid. This is your Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer, Sean Goodman. Okay? Now, in 2022, he had a base pay of $800,000. He also got a cash non-stock bonus of more than double that, $2,050,000. But his stock award, you see, a lot of people are going to jump into my chat and say, well, these guys, we pay them in stock. No. That's not true. Sean gets a handsome base salary of $800,000 a year. He gets a cash non-stock bonus of more than double that, $2,050,000. And then on top of all that, we give him another $3.4 million in stock to sell to us. How much has Sean sold over the past 5 years? Maybe you'd be surprised to learn $17,752,000. Not bad work if you can get it, especially during the pandemic. But let's ignore all these uncomfortable facts. It's completely normal to double your comp plan while your business is shut down and you have no movies to show. That's the right thing to do, like swapping stock for debt once your stock has lost over 90% of its value due to the ape, its conversion, and then a reverse stock split. This is just like when we sold ape to Antara at 65 cents, right? We just don't understand. Remember the guys that told you Adam was playing 3D chess? We're too stupid to figure this out. Ignore how rich the insiders are getting while our stock falls like a dump truck off the Empire State Building. Instead, believe Little Bigums. Believe Shill for real. Believe the Bearded Blunt. They know Adam's secret plan to make us all rich, and you wouldn't understand it. Headline from tonight. Between December 21st and December 22nd, AMC Entertainment entered into a private exchange agreement, this time issuing 3.7 million shares of Class A common stock in exchange for 27 million of its 10%/12% cash last pick toggle second lien subordinated notes due 2026. Okay, so here's the filing, the 8K. Benzinga couldn't wait to put this thing out. They didn't even write a paragraph. I think they just copy and pasted the thing just to get it out as quickly as possible. But let's compare the two swaps. On December 19th, the company announced it's issuing 3.3 million shares to an undisclosed buyer, everything's a secret, in exchange for 25 million in subordinated notes. And we valued the stock at $7.47 a share for this transaction. Now, between December 21st and 22nd, again, we privately negotiated exchange agreements, this time 3,793,000 shares in exchange for 27 million. Okay, we're paying off the same notes, The 10 and 12, cash pick toggle second lien subordinated notes, plus another 70,000 in interest. But this time, the common stock issued had an implied value of $7.14 a share. So much less this time, but we've got to keep track of this. So who is the mystery buyer? Well, it's really not a mystery. I think it's Antara. Let's go back to this old 10Q. On December 22nd, 2022, the company entered into a forward purchase agreement with Antara Capital LP. You'll notice the same language, 10%, 12% cash pick toggle second lien notes due 2026 in exchange for 9.1 million AMC preferred equity units. The ape, the pounce. Today we pounce. So I believe we're settling this up with Antara. So why do I have a problem with it? Actually, I don't. I mean, I would much rather do this at higher prices. But Antara made so much money off of AMC, off of APE, that they had to return $3.3 million in short swing profits. I just wish Adam Aron once would treat the shareholders as well as he treated Himanshu Gulati. But Uncle Frank, Antara is our friend. No. I remember back in May when Frank Nez dropped this headline, Antara discloses new massive short position against AMC. From the article, Antara has disclosed a new massive short position against AMC Entertainment. The institution has disclosed a whopping 55 million shares in put options valued at more than $277 million. This is one of the largest short positions ever seen placed against the movie theater chain. Now, you Antara fans should be happy to learn that I guess they made a fortune, because as of November 14th, the 13F, it looks like they closed out all those puts and must have got paid really well. It's like they knew the price was going to go down. So, Uncle Frank, what's your big beef with Antara? Well, guys, they're a hedge fund, a small one, and they're backed by Blackstone. And for some reason, Uncle Frank doesn't trust them either. Here's some headlines from September. SEC seizes text messages of Apollo, Blackstone employees in Wall Street record-keeping probe. Ex-Goldman Sachs, Blackstone employee charged with securities fraud for tipping friends about deals. Blackstone faces fraud settlement as DOJ alleges culture of kickbacks. That was this month. Blackstone and BlackRock are being investigated in the SEC's texting sweep. And from June, Scott & Scott investigates Blackstone directors and officers for breach of fiduciary duties. I don't know, guys. I just think we could do better than Antara. Now, here's an interesting headline from Barron's today. Nomura lost $2.9 billion in the Archegos collapse. A suit alleges there were warning signs. So, Uncle Frank, why do we care about Nomura? Well, they're a big hedge fund listed among our short sellers, and as of mid-November, had 635,000 puts against AMC. Do you know who just left the list of short sellers? Bank of America and Antara, which tells me the ape, its conversion, and subsequent reverse split did exactly what it was designed to do, an exit plan for the shorts. And for my Canadian subscribers, someone please tell Dominic Pantaleo that the hedgies are coming after the loonie. Speculators are ramping up their bearish wagers on the Canadian dollar, lifting net short positions to the highest in nearly 5 years, according to a report from the CFTC. No one is safe. Guys, I may hate senior management and its nefarious activities and policies, but don't be fooled. I still love the company and I like the stock. I posted my buys to Crystal Ball in this video. I bought both days we set new 52-week lows. If that's not a supporter, I don't know what is. Not financial advice or advisor. I'm heading to the Barrington, Illinois AMC this weekend to see a movie and to see if the new candy line is available. If all 3+ million apes hit the theaters a couple more times before the new year, maybe we can get the big number over 9 billion for 2023 and ruin all the press's hit pieces they have ready for us. For my last slide, I want to show you guys something none of the analysts for AMC will ever say. You'll never see this in the financial media. Here's the one thing no one wants to talk about. In 2019, we had 910 releases. We averaged 12.4 million per film. In 2023, we've only gotten 572 so far. Our average, 14,875 per release. Now, you give the theaters 900 releases in a year and an average of 14 million per film. That comes to 12.6 billion. That beats 2019 by over $1 billion. Okay? That's what I'm in this for. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.